We are going live. We're live and in person on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Scrum Show. About 3 hours out of the 5:30 mark we usually shoot for. Another snowy day. Everything's going kind of crazy on my phone. So we'll see. I'm still working on this whole notifying you all before we go live and everything like that. I think you have to do it more than a half hour before you go live. So we're experimenting, figuring out how the system works. I am going to advertise that I am going to go live on Friday. I figure I just got to take the hit. My wife's going to kill me. But 8 o'clock on Friday night, I'm going to start reading the JIRA issues list again and see how far we get. I really want to read them all. It may take, I'm not 22 like Mr. Beast is, so it may take a while to do that. So come Friday night, we are going to start going through all the backlog items in JIRA and kind of read through them all until we get done. I don't know if we'll do the whole night. Wife's getting the second shot on the vaccine, so I don't know how she'll feel after that. I hear that people get a fever and everything after they're done, so we might take a pause and then try it again. So at least for that, we're going to try that Friday night. So I will post a heads up on that and put some notes out to everybody ahead of time so everybody knows we're going to be reading that. And this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show, where we talk about Agile and Scrum in a practical and technical way. What I put in the header was a Scrum interview. I have a lot of people that I coach and people I talk to. They ask me about job interviews and questions people ask and things like that. So I wanted to talk about a little bit about that. It's going to be a short one because the kids all are online and just got stuff to do. Got to study for my SPC test and take the exam. So Scrum interview. So what would you ask? So here's what I see a lot of times when people interview. And I know we want to do not me, not I, and we want to do more we. My concern is that there is not enough I in what you did as a Scrum Master or team leader. Yeah, there's team, but they're interviewing you. I think we had this discussion before. And I wrote on, like, what have I done? Like, I'll give you an example. There was a couple of places I came in to be a Scrum Master, or in my case, an Agile coach. And the teams had 1 hour daily Scrums. And my thing was to help them become more efficient at their daily Scrums and get it back down to 15 minutes. And in fact, I think it went from an hour to about 6 minutes, right? So the discussion that they need to have, they exchange what was working, what was on, where they were doing, any blockers, went from an hour-long discussion to a 6-minute discussion. They got it done and over with, and then they went off and did their group thing. So that's one thing I did with my team, is I helped them organize and prioritize and concentrate on what was the right thing to talk about. Had them refocus and communicate and make simple agendas. Like, here's another thing, a Scrum Master, what I did was I simplified the agenda. I worked with the product owner to set up our refinement sessions. And instead of spending 2 hours in a refinement session, we decided it would be better, more effective to maybe do a couple half-hour sessions, maybe 4 half-hour sessions where we talked about less stories and had a succinct agenda that we get done. And we got done our stories early. And in fact, people left the meeting early because we were done. We didn't throw more stories in there because we want to make sure we're prepared and had it done. And that was one of the things as a Scrum Master, I helped facilitate those discussions with my product owner and my BAs to have a more tight meeting so we can do some refinement and concentrate on a couple stories rather than see 50 million stories on the list. Everybody gets all frustrated, like nothing ever gets done, and they don't feel a sense of accomplishment. So that's one of the things I did as a Scrum Master. So when you do interviews, you said, oh yeah, we held refinement sessions. I helped schedule that. Well, did you improve the refinement session? Did you help the team find a better way, be more accurate at that activity like I just explained? So part of it with the interview is, what did you do to contribute to your team? As a Scrum Master, BA, developer, doesn't really matter, product owner, how do you do that? And that's the kind of things I'll try to focus. So let's It's kind of what I'm going to say. It's just everybody wants to be this we stuff. And then when you're trying to say, well, what did you do as a person? What did you contribute to the team? Did you build a database? Did you come up with a new way of analyzing something? Did you find something, do some research in the system and find there was we were losing money on something, and you proposed something to the team, became PBI items, then we worked the PBI items, and then I did the testing on it or did something like that. So these are the kind of things that you as a person, when you do the interview, you can describe what you did. Now, don't take credit as a team. Then you could say, and we as a team, we saved the company, like $10,000, and we celebrated as a team. It was great, and that's what we did together as a group. And maybe you got a trophy. The team got a trophy for the work you did, and I enjoyed my collaboration with my team to get the trophy. That's really all I got today. Today is just a small list. I wrote some stuff down, but I don't wanted to talk about too much on today. Got little items on there, but that I wanted to share with you is just how you do your interview and take credit. You have to sell yourself a little bit, right? It's about promoting yourself to get the job. And sometimes I worry some people don't think about that. I try to help people when I interview them through that process to get down to the heart of what did you really do? Because some people can't explain what they did, but sometimes I ask follow-up questions. Well, did you do this? And like, yeah. Okay, well, tell me about that story. Tell me the story about behind how you came up to that conclusion. And sometimes you tell, you tell stories. So if you're BA or anybody, you're a storyteller. Tell the story of your life. That's what you do in the interview. Get comfortable with it. Do the video, by the way. Since you're doing a lot of video things, make sure you're not looking down at your keyboard because it looks like you're cheating. Look at the camera. Maybe video yourself a couple of times before you do interviews to make sure it looks like you're actually looking into the camera versus looking over here or looking at a cheat sheet or doing something like that in the camera. See how that would look. Like if you have a screen over here, like I kind of have a screen, don't be looking at the screen because it looks like you're reading something somebody else wrote for you, the answer to questions on the interviews. So this is a couple of tidbits, a couple of treats. I wish you the best in any new adventures you're going on, new endeavors, new jobs. I see a lot of people switching jobs. Try to keep up with them all. Congratulate them on their new spots, new gigs. Trying to switch up my job too, do some things, do some teaching, offer some other things that people have been wanting to ask and how do you do things, and they like to get certs. I give them a cert. Anyway, I hope you do well. Please give us a thumbs up if you like the show. We're going to get better. We're going to get more efficient in how we do this. And ring the little bell if you like our show so you get notification when I do put notification that we're going to go live. So I am going to post up today that we're going to 8 o'clock on Friday that we're going to go live and we're going to start counting through those 64,000 Jira issues again. Go as long as we can until I fall down on the keyboard. So have a great day. Enjoy your Tuesday. Kids are home here on the East Coast. They got a delayed Zoom day. Things change. Kids ain't going to be able to have snow days anymore. I feel sorry for the kids. Used to get to enjoy snow, but now with Zoom, we go virtual. Poor kids. All right, take care. Bye. See ya.